All right. Happy New Year, and calling this meeting to order, and a moment of silent prayer.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Mrs. Franks.
Mayor Kindle.
Present.
Councilwoman Costantino is absent. Councilman Jenny.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Here.
Councilwoman Williams.
Present.
Councilman Tucson.
Present.
Acting City Manager Szymanski.
Here.
City Attorney DeWally.
Here.
Okay, I need to have a motion to excuse Councilwoman Constantino.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I'll offer the motion.
Support.
Okay, all in favor? I mean, discussion. Notice. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. I need approval of minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I'll offer a motion to receive, approve, and file the minutes of the regular city council meeting held December 19th, 2022, and to receive and file the library board meeting minutes from November 17th, 2022.
Support.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, public comment on agenda items. One time, anyone? All right, we move on to the consent agenda, and I need a resolution.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I'll make the resolution to approve the consent agenda items 1 through 2.
Support? Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote. I'm sorry, did you have a question?
No, I said support.
Oh, okay. Roll call vote, Mrs. Franks?
Councilman Jenny.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
All right, this takes us to old business, which is none, and we move on to new business, city manager's report.
There are no city manager reports for this meeting.
All right, this takes us to call the audience. 3 minutes, one time. Please step to the mic. Mr. Schoenberg, you had your hand up, so you should have been on your way to the mic.
Good evening and Happy New Year
Same
to
here.
you all. Hopefully you had a safe one. Couple of things. First one is I know we're scheduled to do something with Beaconsfield in the spring, right?
Correct.
I don't know if you know it or not, but evidently the Harper Woods High School is thinking about building a new football field. And it's gonna be an enclosed one, so they're gonna be using Beaconsfield. Might be a conflict. I'm just letting you know and warn you ahead of time. I'm not real happy that they're gonna do this and where they got the money to do it, but that's kind of what's on the deal. The second thing is, you guys have said, because a lot of people have asked about the lion and the hippo. Why do we have to find out on Facebook why, where they're going is to St. John's, and why are they going to St. John's? I mean, they were made for outside originally, because that's what that mall was, and I would have liked to have seen them been put out here until we had someplace. You guys said it was down, they were down at the Historical Museum being stored, and now we find out they're gonna go over here to St. John's. St. John's isn't even in Harper Woods.
I'll explain that to you. First of all, we don't own those statues. They were owned by North Point. But we have an agreement with them that once we have a spot where they can be housed indoors, then they will bring those statues back to us. It is a temporary situation with them being at St. John. I was well aware of this from even last year. The discussion was the possibility of them going to St. John. So they're moving forward with it because the restoration has been completed, and so now they will be housed at St. John's temporarily.
Okay, because it didn't say temporarily. It
I
just,
don't care what they say.
I understand that, but it wasn't made clear
All I
that
can
it was
do
gonna
is
be
express
temporary.
what North Point has expressed to me, and those statues still belong to North Point, and they are on loan to St. John's.
Okay, even if they put them back in their own facility, I would like it to be there.
There's no place for them at the old Eastland facility.
Well, no, I mean, when they build when their new facility is finished, they're gonna have a lobby of some kind. It'd be nice if it went back
will
in there.
not. You should understand the diagram of those buildings. It will not be, those are all to be rented out, leased out to different companies. So North Point will not have an office, so to speak, over there at Eastland Center.
Okay,
That's why we have to find a place for those statues to go.
all right, thank you.
And the cost is $8,000 just to move them.
Well,
You know.
it's not cheap. They're heavy, but they're
Right.
also,
They're very
also
heavy.
worth
It-
quite a bit of money too, because they were done by an artist and,
Well, at least they're near home. They're not all the way down in storage area. They will be, so if you choose to go visit, you can go to St. John Hospital and visit the statues in the meantime.
all right, thank you.
Is there anyone else? Let's look it up.
Just a quick comment about taxes. Currently, taxes are going to go up 5% because of that's the maximum because the rate inflation has been so high. So property taxes are going to see a 5% increase this coming year. And so on top of the already high tax rates that we have, this brings up hardship cases. And currently, it's been 50% reduction in hardship cases, but there is I talked to Holly and the assessor, and I think it should be, I think she's going to bring a proposal before the council to increase this to something more than 50%. So I would think that when when you receive this proposal, you give it serious consideration, because there's, from my personal experience, what I've seen on board review, there's a lot of people in Harper Woods that are not wealthy by any means, and they are very close to poverty. In fact, they are in poverty, and some of them are having an extremely difficult time trying to contend with these property taxes. And so, of course, this would have to be approved by the state, even if the council okays it. But I would hope that we could give some serious consideration to increasing the percentage on the hardship exemptions. Okay, thank you.
I have a comment on that, too.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to make the council aware of this. It's going to be in the loop.
Okay.
And we are suggesting that it be dropped from 50% to 75%. I believe there was about 19 people that applied for the exemption, and 10 of them, I believe, got the exemption. 3 could have qualified, but they didn't follow up with the paperwork,
That's right.
But several others could have, they're borderline. So the approach that we're looking at is we want to keep people in their houses. We realize that the taxes are high. And it's going to be a recommendation from the city administration to raise the exemption from 50 to 75 so that people will have more money. I believe that would put, for the average person that applied for an exemption, about another $100 a month in their pocket. That could keep somebody in their home.
Yes.
And that's exactly, I want to say the angle that we're looking at. So yes, we are looking at that. Council will have something by next meeting explaining it.
Okay, that's good, yeah, because I think it's, there's a lot of, these borderline cases, yeah, and so some people, I thought they really needed an exemption, but according to the guidelines, it just couldn't be given, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. At the last meeting, Mayor Kindle thanked a few of us for doing a charity. And it was myself and Mary Beth Kane. We've done this for a couple of years. We've kind of spun off of another charity, and we called it Operation Good Cheer this time. But I think the people that need to be thanked are the residents of Harper Woods. We put out a call, and the residents came and donated 240 items that were distributed to 20 needy seniors in the city of Harper Woods. So I personally want to thank the residents that came to us and donated all of these items, and I really want to thank Councilman Jenny and his daughter and son. We called them at the last minute and said, hey, you have a truck, can you go deliver this? No problem. He showed up, his kids gleefully jumped in the truck, we loaded them all up, and they took them. So it was the residents giving back to the residents, and that's really who needs to be thanked.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for you all's assistance. I mean, I got nothing but calls from seniors just saying thank you for them being thought of. A lot of them were just not expecting anything, and to get those special packages made their hearts very happy. So Tom and Mary Beth and Jerry, look, you all did a yeoman's job, and thank you very much.
And if anybody was wondering, they were laundry baskets filled with non-perishable items, things like toilet paper, paper towels,
Right.
cleaners, things that probably are kind of costly and would, sustain someone for a month or two. So hopefully they enjoyed getting that, and it gave them a little bit of extra pocket money for a little bit of time, and to just be thought of is a nice thing.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there anyone else would like to speak? Seeing none? All right, then, let's start with you, Councilwoman Williams.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to say Happy New Year to everyone. So I hope your New Year's is starting out right. And I guess that's about it. I'm looking forward to a good, happy, productive New Year.
My turn. Happy New Year again to everybody here and everyone else. But yeah, we had a good time dropping off the baskets, and my kids did go up to the door more than I did, but they did get a lot of crying and thank yous and hugs and you name it. So they enjoyed doing it as much as they didn't look like they did. They get into it after we get going. So other than that, I hope everyone has a good New Year, and let's keep this going.
I'll keep up with the Happy New Year.
Okay.
I do want to mention that next Monday is a special meeting where we will be seating a new council member. And so that meeting will start at 6 for all of you who will come and attend and see who the candidates are. So that's about it.
Happy New Year.
All right. Hey. Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone, and be safe, especially to our police officers and firefighters. Please stay safe. With that, I will turn it over to Mr. Jennings.
Wow. I would love to make the motion for adjournment. Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 15 minutes, y'all. Lord have mercy.
Hey, Chief,
No, we actually beat it in the past, but.
Really?